South Caguas. We are working with AT&T and Claro. The repairment process, they are asking us for diesel, fuels, and other helps that we will be doing with them to repair the communication that obviously is the first part to communicate all the island.
Entonces no había luz, no había agua, no había nada, no había comunicación, tú sabes, para uno llamar a los hijos de uno y eso. Y fue bien fuerte.
¿Cómo bailaba
cuando
esta
le dio
casa?
a eso
Parecía
ahí, que
como...
partió eso ahí, se estremeció bien, pero que bien fuerte. Y entonces a la parte de atrás también había otros árboles y también se estremeció.
I am begging anyone that can hear us to save us from dying. If anybody out there is listening to us, we are dying, and you are killing us with the inefficiency and the bureaucracy. We will make it with or without you. Because what stands behind me is all due to the generosity of other people. Again, this is what we got last night. 4 pallets of water, 3 pallets of meals, and 12 pallets of infant food, which I gave them to Comerío, where people are drinking off a creek. So I am done being polite. I am done being politically correct. I am mad as hell. Because my people's lives are at stake.
Puerto Rico was absolutely obliterated. Puerto Rico got hit with winds. They say they've never seen winds like this anywhere. It got hit as a Category 5 storm, which just literally never happens. Their electrical grid is destroyed. It wasn't in good shape to start off with, but their electrical grid is totally destroyed, and so many other things. So we're starting the process now, and we'll work with the governor and the people of Puerto Rico. But Puerto Rico is a whole different category in many ways. I'm going to start it with great gusto, but it's in very, very, very perilous shape. Very sad what happened to Puerto Rico. Thank you all very much.
Mr. President, will you visit Puerto Rico? Will you visit Puerto Rico?
Yes, I will.
Ayer vinieron, trajeron como 10 botellitas de agua y el municipio, el alcalde, y trajo una cajita que por lo menos fue un botecito de sopa y eso, pues pudimos salchicha y esas cosas así. Le pasamos nosotros 3 pavos y 3 purrones de eso. Ahí, cuando arrancó eso, ahí fue que a mí el corazón me...
¿Qué hacemos con llorar? Nada.
Ya lloramos.
Ya lloramos, que vamos a llorar. La importante es que estamos vivos. Es lo más que vale, estar vivos.
Estoy aquí desde las 5 de la mañana, esperando por la gasolina. Por fin llegó a las 12 y ya a la 1 pues ya está en movimiento y confío poder llenar el tanque a mi guagua de gasolina. Botellita de agua, galletitas por soda, pulserita del chakra, nada, pidiéndole mucha fe a Dios y mucha paciencia por todo esto que estamos pasando.
There is fear that the diesel will run out. The hospital runs on diesel. Diesel right now is very difficult to obtain. The whole island is having that same problem. The government is saying that the hospitals are the priority, but still it's a problem getting the diesel.
Una vuelta, pero conseguimos agua. Pero por lo menos aquí hay agua, hay otros pueblos que no tienen. Hay gente que está bebiendo del río. Sí.
Así todo el mundo por aquí. Y eso que mucha gente no sabe, si mucha gente supiera otro sitio viene para acá abajo.
De boca en boca la propaganda. No. Porque las comunicaciones, te tienes que ir a 1000 pies de altura con una rayita el celular y después se cae.
tormenta se llevó todo eso. Bueno, ahora mismo yo tengo problemas, a mí me dan diálisis. Yo tuve 5 días sin darme diálisis, pero yo me voy para allá afuera, a Boston. Tengo 4 hijas allá. Yo había sacado un vuelo, pero lo cancelaron. Ahora, como él se va el martes, yo lo cancelaron. Él se va el lunes. ¿Lo cancelaron?
Para el día 22.
Ah, pues fíjate, lo cancelaron.
Llegan aquí a recoger, pero a las casas no.
Yo no sé qué le pasa, que no quieren ir a recogerla. Será por el diésel o la gasolina, no sé.
Pues esta fue una ducha inventada por los mismos refugiados, ¿viste? Y la manguera por encima, pues para que tengan la ducha.
Esta es la ducha y esta es la cortina. La cortina lo ponemos así. Gracias. Esto es lo que anhelo todo el día. Uy, espagueti. Se acabó el pan, ¿verdad?
Aprovecho, pues.
Gracias. Ahora la tuya está ahí.
No es mucho, pero nos alimentan bien y nos tratan bien. Perdimos todo y pues nos tocó quedarnos aquí.
Pudimos salvar los plasmas, ¿viste? Ay, Donald Trump, por favor trae diésel. Eso es un mensaje que quería enviar. Por favor trae diésel.
Trae diésel, por favor.
No podemos saber cuándo se van a reubicar estas personas en un lugar y pues los niños puedan comenzar las clases. Por aquí, papito.
Buen provecho. Está fuerte la cosa y pues si no voy a estar montando postes de luz, pues mejor me salgo del...
At the Air National Guard base outside San Juan to be greeted by Governor Ricardo Rosselló.
Right from the beginning, this governor did not play politics. He didn't play it at all. He was saying it like it was, and he was giving us the highest grades.
He also pointed to the island's relatively low official death count of 16 as of several days ago.
If you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina, and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died, and you look at what happened here with really a storm that was just totally overpowering.
The president's chief critic on the island, San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz, also greeted him today. She had accused the administration of, quote, killing us with inefficiency. He fired back over the weekend, branding the mayor a poor leader and a politically motivated ingrate. And he said people on the ravaged island want everything done for them. Mayor Cruz said today's meetings were productive, but she told CNN that President Trump spouts things that hurt the people of Puerto Rico.
Thank you, now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack because we've spent a lot of money on Puerto Rico.
I like him. I mean, if he helps us, I like him.
We need some benefits.
Of course, we have to help Puerto Rico. I mean, we're screwed.
We have to wait. But if he doesn't help, he's going to have a really hard time with the people here.
Thank you.
Have a good time.
Inside a church, the president threw paper towels and other supplies into a crowd.
Everybody wants to take out money from the bank because the machines are not working, so that's why. Because of Maria, we don't have service, internet service, and almost everything. No electricity.
Just 45% of Puerto Ricans have access to clean water. In Manatí, on the island's northern coast, people drink and bathe from a precious stream. Aid is now pouring in, but little has reached some of the most damaged areas.
The job of the first responders has been something like I've never seen before.
Gita and Shanghai, Llorens, all these are neighborhoods that are in the capital, San Juan, which has received most of the aid, first responders, etc. And yet, Judy, up to yesterday, they hadn't received a single drop of aid. They had SOS signs on the highways. We saw them here when we landed. And this is 13 days after the storm, of course. We understand they got some food finally yesterday. Things are very desperate there. The sewage system flooded. They say people are sick. It is quite a dire situation, and people are saying they really want Trump's visit to materialize on the ground in the form of more things, supplies, basic needs coming to them. People are not happy at all. I mean, just to give our viewers some context, people here were already upset. Trump's image here wasn't great already because of the slow response, obviously, but also because of his tweets where he kept saying that Puerto Ricans were not doing enough to help themselves, when really on the ground, the community effort was huge. Now, when he said the Katrina comment, people here were telling us that's not fair. Of course, there hasn't been as much loss of life as Katrina saw, but for us, we lost everything. We lost our livelihoods. This is a tragedy, and it is devastating. They didn't really appreciate that, nor the fact that Trump said that the budget was already being stretched out because of aid to Puerto Rico. Everybody's is really keeping close attention to the funding, how much money would be allocated, because it will have an impact right here on the street.
Some 2 weeks after Hurricane Maria devastated the island, destroying its electrical grid and leaving more than half of Puerto Rico's 3.5 million residents with no access to clean water. Food and fuel continue to be in short supply, and the Federal Communications Commission says nearly 90% of cell phone towers remain out of service.
Trump's visit comes just 2 days after he called Puerto Rican leaders who've criticized his hurricane response politically motivated ingrates and said Puerto Ricans, quote, want everything to be done for them.
Here's the mattress. I tried to dry it, but I can't sleep on it. Everything is damaged. Everything got broken and water filtered in. Everything from here to there. My name is Leonilda Maldonado Guzman. My house is damaged because water got inside of it, and part of the roof is gone. I can't sleep here, so I have to go to my neighbor's house. I haven't seen any help here. We haven't seen anything. It's like we don't exist. In Utuado, we feel abandoned because no help has arrived. As in other parts, there's elderly people here. Most of us can't communicate with our families. We don't have medicine. Nobody has come to help. My house is damaged. I have asthma. I have many health problems.
This is my daughter's room. Water leaked through here. If you look, you can see everything falling apart. My name is Ada Alicia, and my daughter's name is Gigi Avilet. My daughter is a cerebral cancer patient. She has leukemia. Everything got wet. All the living room, her room. She lost her TV, video games, all of her things. And every time it rains, we lose more. Little by little, we'll lose everything.
What do you need?
We need support and compassion along with everyone here. Help with the water, with the food distribution, housing for sick people. This house is not safe for us anymore. We need FEMA to help us with federal or municipal authorities. Anything to get this girl out of here.
My name is Aritza Medina Gonzalez, and I live on Borington Street in the town of Utuado. Everything was sealed and covered up during the storm. After the roof flew away, all the water began running in, and it got into the room and continued down. Look how it is. I was cleaning water from here. The authorities in charge of giving the help should speed up their efforts and organize by different sectors, get organized, and give us help we need. We cannot continue living like this. By coming here to clean bit after bit every day, I'm going to end up with an infection in my lungs because they don't provide us with masks and we don't have the money to buy them. Really, we're going through a very tough situation. This is an emergency, a total emergency, really a complete disaster.